Database, database, I'm living in the database, oh, oh man, I am so happy to have Log Horizon Season 2 back, oh my god. I need this type of anime every so often. Seriously, this is the type of anime series I like seeing because it has economics and politics. You just don't get enough economics and politics in anime. You don't. And to see this series back, and it goes straight into these politics, info dumps, information, Shiroi just messing with people's minds. This was a wonderful episode to just jump right back into Log Horizon Season 2. Now, this episode, for the most part, it felt like a lot was going down in this episode. I want to be honest, it felt like so much was going down in this episode. I don't know if it was because I'm just forgotten how, quick-paced Log Horizon is, how it goes with its dialogue, or they might have been rushing things, I don't know. But either way, for the most part, I understood what was going down in the episode, so I really have no complaints. It wasn't, to the point where I didn't understand what was going on. I understood everything, and so far from what we could see where the plot was laid out in this episode, is that we have our group with Shiro trying to go on a giant-ass raid to raid this dungeon to get this whirlpool of gold to fund the entire city of Akiba. So that's the main goal right now that's been set up with this episode. A lot of progression, I have to say, in one episode. I mean, we already have a freaking goal set out in our eyes, like what is going to happen in these next upcoming episodes. And with the beginning of this episode, it shows us what to expect in the future. Now, I want to talk about something real quick. Instantly, soon as I started Log Horizon Season 2, instantly, the animation. Oh my god. Okay, so I know that there was a studio change. I know that there's a different studio now that's currently taking over Log Horizon Season 2. If I am correct, it's Studio Dean. Studio Dean has a track record when it comes to not the best animation, especially with Fate. You know what I'm getting at? So, Studio Dean has a sort of bad track record when it comes to certain adaptations. I know for a fact they do. But just because it's Studio Dean, I'm not going to just completely put them down yet. From what I could see, it doesn't seem like I saw anything too bad in this episode. It depends on the light novel readers. I'm going to wait for the light novel readers to clear everything up. But anyways, with this episode, pretty much it felt like the traditional Log Horizon Season 1. I mean, the music was the same. You heard the exact same soundtrack. You heard the freaking opening song. The opening song's the freaking same. Supposedly, this was announced weeks ago. I did not know that. I was out of the loop with Log Horizon. For instance, all the information with Log Horizon Season 2. I wanted to stay away from anything that pertained to preview trailers, anything for Log Horizon Season 2, because I wanted to enter this, Season 2 fresh, because I really love the anime from Season 1, so that's why I was trying to stay away from any type of spoilerish, I guess, articles. And to see how Database is back as the opening in this, I was like, fuck yes, because you cannot beat the Database. You can't. You cannot beat that opening song. That opening song is just amazing. 10 out of 10 for that opening song from the first season, and I'm so glad Studio Dean at the very least didn't shoot themselves in the foot and, change up the soundtrack too much, so they didn't make a bad opening song that made me cringe. They actually continued with the opening song that was working. Now, like I said, let's get more on the topic with the animation. The animation of this episode, right at the moment of first looking at it, it is just like vastly improved compared to Season 1. I mean, I noticed it instantly when I started the episode. I'm like, what the fuck? It just, the animation is definitely improved. Log Horizon Season 1, technically, the worst part about it was the animation. Everybody can agree the animation of Log Horizon Season 1 was not the best. It was definitely not the best, and it was probably the only major flaws when it comes to Log Horizon Season 1. And to see how Studio Dean, at the very least, has upgraded the animation to somewhat extent, it looks a lot better, and if they keep the actual story progression like they did in Season 1, we should expect a very epic Season 2 of Log Horizon. Now, the episode, like I said, it can be very confusing if people, are not used to info dumps, because there's a big, massive info dump in this episode. You gotta listen to politics and economics, so it's really cool getting to see this back. So, anyways, overall, the episode, man, it got my hype up, it built my hype up, because now the fall anime season begins. It's finally beginning with these epic freaking anime starting, and now my hype levels are going to be reaching up, because freaking Fate's going to be out in a couple hours. But anyways, Log Horizon, man. So glad. There's just so much epic shit coming out today. I just realized that. There's a lot. Log Horizon, Fate, I think we have We have Sailor Moon that comes out today. We have Sword Art Online. Just, there's a lot of series. I can continue on. But anyways, overall, yet to watch it. Go give it a watch. I don't want to spoil the main plot points of this episode because of, you know, just different reasons. I don't want to spoil the first episode of Season 2 if you've yet to watch it. But anyways, epic. Epic. I'll give this episode an 8 out of 10 because I'm just impressed by what they've done with this episode. I'm shocked with the different things. So tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How'd you feel about this episode of Log Horizon Season 2 Database? Love y'all. Please be safe. Chibi out.